Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a great program with one of my favorite people ever, Nick Silverio, the founder and CEO of A Safe Haven for Newborns. Before we start, Nick, give me a second to thank my sponsor. We have Baraha Medical Institute, a company of Quigley Eye Specialist, and they have a beautiful location on Douglas Road and do everything from, I don't know, cataract surgeries to they even have a spa where they and they have ophthalmologists on hand. But coming up this week, they have a lunch and learn, and you can learn about diabetic retinopathy. And if you want to attend, they have an ad in our newspaper in Coral Gables News. But the number to call is 305. Shoot, I need my glasses. As usual, 305-783-3310. Again, it's lunch and learn. You'll get a box lunch and you'll learn about something that could be very important to your eye health. So I hope you guys will call, and thank you again for sponsoring us today. So, Nick.
Yes.
Nick has the greatest story about how A Safe Haven for Newborns started, but there's so much going on, and it's almost impossible to know where to start. But a brief history you can give us on how you started this.
Okay.
Please.
Well, first, thank you for having me, Gloria. I appreciate that.
Entirely my pleasure.
And Michael and Grant as well.
Yes.
Great organization. Well, my wife and I were married for 32 years, and we had two miscarriages, one on a Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. But we didn't have children, but we nurtured all the nephews and nieces in the family, and we were godchildren to 14 godchildren.
Oh my goodness.
And one morning, I kissed her goodbye in the morning. And a few hours later, I got a call from the trauma center at Jackson that she's involved in a fatal car accident caused by a speeding driver. So as time went on, some months went by. In the middle of the night, I was in a dimly lit kitchen, flipping through a magazine, not paying any attention, and my finger stepped on a page, and it was about infant abandonment in the world.
Really?
An escalating crisis. Mm-hmm. So I believed at that moment that was God's message to me, that's what I should be doing for the rest of my life. And we've now created a Safe Haven for Newborns, and 332 babies have now been saved and all been adopted. And
you did it all. You started a foundation, the Gloria Silverio Foundation.
Gloria Silverio Foundation in her name, and our project's called the Safe Haven for Newborns.
Right. Yeah. And so the deal is, I used to, when I first heard about Safe Haven for Newborns, I knew about that you could drop the baby off 72 hours at all these different locations, and I really didn't understand the scope of it. It's so much more than, you can drop off your baby if rather than abandon your baby, or that there are other options. You do so much more than that. So tell us the scope.
Well, first of all, our goal is to have a mom keep her baby. If we can get her help to keep her baby, that's what our goal is. If not, she can place her baby directly for adoption, or she can place the baby in the Safe Haven program. In any case, whatever the case may be, we will get her help either through the medical care. We will get her some counseling. We sometimes the calls are suicide calls. We get help to that degree, and baby items, and we do not charge for any of our services.
I know, that's just completely amazing. And you've gone actually outside the state of Florida. You've had impact beyond the state.
We've saved 326 babies in the state of Florida, 5 in other states, and 1 in the country of Honduras. And we've got calls from South Africa and also Kenya to see about helping create a program there.
Oh, it's just amazing to be able to replicate that, and to do all that. Got a lot of events going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not easy taking care of this. I want you to know he's never taken a salary, so It's not like you have big overhead for anything other than doing your, providing the services that
Right.
you want to provide for those moms that are in such desperate need.
Mhm.
So I know we have a golf tournament coming up on the 14th of May at Trump National Resort.
We do.
Tell us a little bit about that and how people can participate in that.
It's a great event. This will be our 4th annual, and everybody that's attended the first has also attended the second and the third. And
It's a good time.
yeah, it's a good time for everybody. And we have a great ambassadors there. We have goodie bags, and everybody loves to play at that golf
Oh, yeah.
course. And we raise money, and we create relationships as well.
Oh yeah, and you have,
And
and you're right. I've been to most of them, and I know you have people coming back over and over again because it is so darn much fun, and it's such a beautiful course too.
It is. It
You
really
know?
is.
So even when you get rained out sometimes.
We got rained out, and
Yeah, I know,
we're
last
okay
time.
with that.
Yeah, everybody still had a good time.
They said they're coming back anyway.
I know. Yeah.
The only thing with golf is I was a very good athlete in my day, and playing golf, it's different rules. Okay,
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
it
how much
doesn't
you
matter.
practice, you can still be bad.
you can't.
I know. Coastal Construction, are they coming back again?
They are coming
Who are
back.
some of your big sponsors? I know Coastal is because I see them every
Super
year.
Restoration, Coastal, Casa Smiles,
Uh-huh.
SBS Radio. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Oh, that's
all
great.
coming back.
And we're always your media sponsor.
Always,
too. Yeah.
always count on
So,
you for
yeah.
media sponsor. Whatever we do, we're so
Yeah.
thankful for that.
I actually, I've got that on my business card, ambassador.
I know. I
Safe
saw it.
Haven
That
for
was
New
great.
Moms, yeah.
I was happy
Well,
to see that.
No, but I have a box of your business cards that you guys gave me that say ambassador. So over the COVID, I ran out of my business cards. So I've been giving that out. And I
That's
go, I'm
good.
sorry, I don't have my regular business cards, but I've got Safe Havens. We're good.
That's great.
So-
That's great.
Now, we usually have a gala earlier in the year, or we would have had it already, and that's been postponed. So when is it scheduled for this year?
It'll be sometime in either October or November, but
So we're
we're
still-
definitely going to have it, though. We're going to have it one way or another. We will
If we
develop.
have to, yeah. Well, you can always make it smaller.
We'll do whatever's necessary to bring it.
The
People love
CDC guidelines are giving us a little more,
the
flexibility.
flexibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to come to the gala. They say it's different, and we have our
It is.
Safe Haven babies there as well.
Yeah.
And 1 year, little Christopher. You've met Christopher, right?
yeah.
He's now 17 years old.
Hard to believe.
Safe Haven baby. He was left with me. He got up and he said, "My name's Christopher, but everybody here knows my name. I wanted to be an astronaut, but now I want to be a plastic surgeon. So all the women here remember my name."
That's great. Yeah. That's what my daughter's friends used to say. Listen, when you become a doctor, why don't you become a plastic surgeon?
Right.
Yeah. That's always, we can use your services. So, okay. Are we doing the 5K this year or not?
We're probably not going to do it this year
Okay.
because we're going to incorporate a run with it. And what we want to do is next year we want to schedule everything. We're going to have a telethon as we had this year, which was which
And
was-
how did you do with the telethon? Tell me.
we did very, very well. We
Oh.
had a lot of participation, a lot of people that firefighters and nurses and,
Yeah.
and volunteers and some of the Safe Haven babies and some of the women we helped all
Yeah.
participated in. And Lauren Pastrana, CBS,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
she was magnificent as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful lady and a wonderful person and did a great job. Great
Yeah.
job.
We have so many good people that help you out.
We do.
Yeah.
We're blessed. We're
Yeah.
blessed.
And I know that I don't know if you want to talk about it. The legislation that is in the House right now or in the Senate state with regard to somebody was trying to
create a place babies in a baby box instead of giving the baby to some professional, healthcare professional, and that doesn't seem to be going forward at this point in time,
Well,
which
and
we're happy for that.
I was a little horrified with that.
Yeah, that's good news for the mother, and that's good news for
Yeah.
the baby.
Yeah. So, and I know you had some people, that were
Speak,
very
they
speaking
spoke up for us, and
Spoke up for
they
you.
believed in what we were doing.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe everybody that we talk to, everybody that's associated with us, believes in what we're doing, and it's just a wonderful wonderful feeling and wonderful
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah. Well, you've had some pretty interesting speaking engagements.
Yeah.
Where did you go? Was it 2019? It was before COVID, I know. Did something with the Catholic Network?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
with St. Lazarus of Jerusalem. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a member of St. Lazarus of Jerusalem, and I'm also a member of Knights of Columbus and also of Knights of Malta. So
Okay.
we
So you
participate
got
in
them
all
all
that.
covered.
We got them all covered, and we also got a proclamation from the Pope, which we were very, very
Oh, wow.
blessed to receive.
Yeah.
We were.
That's pretty special.
Yeah, that was special.
Yeah.
That was special.
I can't believe we didn't put that in the paper. Or did we?
We can. We can.
We can still do it. When did that happen?
2019.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So tell me, for your golf tournament, do you have I know you need sponsors,
We
but
do.
do you have some already lined up?
We have some sponsors lined up, but
The
we're
people you kind of mentioned before. but-
yeah, and now we're working on it. So anybody that's interested in it,
And then
please,
what about auction? Are you going to do auctions too?
we're going to do the silent auction as well.
Okay.
We're going to
And
do
what kind of things do you need for the auction?
well. We need items that probably are worth at least a couple $100 or over.
Okay.
And one of the things that we're going to have there, and we're going to buy it, is a drone.
A drone.
We just think
Well, why don't you ask to see? Maybe somebody will
I
donate
know
a drone.
that's where we're.
Don't spend money.
No,
if
we won't
somebody
do
will
it. No,
donate
we
it.
won't do it. But we'll try. We figure somebody will like that.
Yeah.
Not to use it at the golf tournament because it's next to the airport, so you can't use it. But to take it and maybe do it with their kids and so forth.
Well, the other good thing, I know a lot of realtors are using them
Yes.
to do
Oh,
their
yes.
properties.
Right. Didn't think of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so that's, maybe we should get some realtors to sign up for the golf tournament.
Yeah. I make a mental note of that right away.
Okay, you do that. So tell me, what do you have? You've got the gala. Now the gala, you need sponsors for the gala too.
We will.
And you're going to have an auction at the gala too. But
Yes, we will.
it's much, much bigger.
It's much
Do you
bigger.
have any idea where you're going to have it?
The gala?
The gala.
Yes, at the Intercontinental, as we've had it in the past 3 years.
Oh, but downtown, not the one
Downtown.
in Doral.
No,
the one
downtown. It's
Yeah.
it's larger and it's able
Yeah.
to accommodate us, and
Uh-huh.
they accommodate us in lots of different ways. It's just
Oh,
very,
yeah.
very nice.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it, yeah.
Good.
Uh,
Very and really accommodating.
everybody loves the gala.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
So, yeah. And then when you do your 5K and you're going to add the run to it, are you going to use like a company?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We're going to use a company, and we're going to go
That's
also
how to
add.
make the big bucks.
That's how you do it, right?
Yeah.
You do it right, okay? And
Yeah.
also, we're going to add a virtual to it as well.
Oh yeah, why not? Although maybe, hopefully by then we don't need it. but-
No, but some people will do it.
Oh,
from
you're
out
right.
out of state.
Absolutely.
You know,
You know-
sorry.
I do those gringo bingos for the women's club. And
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and we actually did a virtual one. And if once it gets too hot to be outside again, we may have to, because not everybody is vaccinated.
I know.
I mean, you and I are vaccinated, so for the first time, we don't have our little partition, which is so nice
It
not
is,
to have
yeah.
that. But you still got people out there that haven't been vaccinated, and
And
to
some
reduce the risk.
And some people don't want to either.
And I understand why some people don't, because they've got allergic reactions or whatever, and the prevention could be worse than the whatever you get from it. So,
Right,
but if you can take it and you don't have
Do
any
it.
reason not to, why
Yeah,
not?
you do it.
–
We worked every single day since October 2019,
Mhm.
2020.
Yeah.
2020, every single day, and saving babies, helping moms.
I know you're 24/7.
Yeah, and so we were there for them, and
And how was it going into they allowed you to go into the hospital even though with the COVID restrictions, I know we probably have such a name that
well, we
go
got
whatever you want, Nick.
Well, we got close. We got close, and we abided by whatever the guy.
Because I know that some women just give their babies up,
they do
that same day.
and some of the time they've given us the babies as well.
Yeah. And given, yeah.
And then we take the babies directly to the hospital. We
Yeah.
don't encourage that.
Oh, I see.
We don't
They
encourage
actually give them to you.
that. Yeah, that's happened 3 or 4 times.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Wow. I never thought about that.
So somebody says, why did you accept the baby? Because baby, what's the alternative?
What are you going
Mom
to do?
wants to give the baby up, okay, and she doesn't want to go to the hospital. She doesn't want to be involved any longer. So we do that, and
Well, these are people that, because you have a hotline. Tell me about the hotline.
we have a hotline, 24/7 referral helpline,
Mhm.
English, Spanish, and Creole. We get
Oh, wow.
English, Spanish, and Creole. We get a couple thousand calls a year. Not all about Safe Haven. Sometimes about moms wanting baby items or wanting to know more about the program,
Mhm.
and we get them the help.
Yeah.
Everything's confidential.
Yeah.
There's no judgmental. We don't judge anybody, no matter what, and we are not counselors either. So we don't give them advice.
Right. So, did you see who just walked in the room?
I did.
Michael Miller.
Michael
Come on
Mel-
over here.
Hello, Michael.
Come on over here and say hi to Nick.
Oh my goodness, you're the guy.
You don't need your mask.
Nice to
He's
meet you.
double.
Okay.
We're double vaccinated.
Nice to
Thanks
see
for
you
doing
again.
What you do.
Thank you for participating in our telethon.
pleasure.
You and Grant, it was great. It was terrific.
Well, you're not in the picture. Come in
We're
the
not in
picture.
the picture.
Everybody can see you.
We're gonna.
Yeah, right.
This is the man that makes a huge difference, folks. Right?
Amazing.
Saved a lot of kids.
Yeah, for
families.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for doing
So-
that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, and thank you to community newspapers for being a media sponsor for all their many events. So
Always, Michael.
Yes, sir.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Thank you for everything that you do. Really, you make a difference in the community. Thank you for the telethon, you and your brother, and for Gloria covering us and making people aware, because public awareness is saving lives, and we thank you for that.
Thank
yeah,
you.
for sure. Yeah. So how are we doing on time here?
About 10 minutes.
Got 10 minutes? Okay.
Okay.
So what else can we play with?
Well,
What are you doing in your life?
What-
Who's in the office now? Who do you have working?
well, okay.
How are you manning these phones is what I'm asking.
Well, in the office we have Patricia. She's been with us 2 years.
Yeah.
She's the office administrator.
Uh-huh.
Great person, great attitude, smart, asks questions, and makes things work in the office.
Yeah.
We just brought aboard on a contract basis, a fundraising person.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And so it's a little too early to tell, but we think that's going to
Yeah.
turn out to be okay as well.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's the hardest position to fill, really. Hardest.
Always.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah.
But has a good background, and I listened to her approach of how she approaches potential donors and so forth, and she fulfills the same type of way we do it.
Okay.
You know?
Well, you just have to, I think the key is having a passion for your mission. And if you've got the passion for the mission, then it's kind of easy sell.
Yeah, it is. It is. But the other thing I want to share is that we have an app that we created for high school students.
Oh, that's what, yeah. Tell me about
High school
that.
students and higher education students. It's an app that they can perform their community service hours no matter where they live in the state of Florida, even outside the state of Florida. They can do a video, they could do a newsletter, or they could do artwork. Okay, and
What a great idea.
all oriented toward Safe Haven. They
Uh-huh.
have to learn about Safe Haven first,
Right.
and then they'll get a certificate of appreciation and a letter of completion.
Documenting
And
how many
documenting what
hours
they've
or whatever.
done. Yep.
Uh-huh.
And it's been
And how
great.
are you spreading the word about the app?
We're doing it through
Right now we're doing it.
Yeah, right now we're doing it through social media. One way is through social media, obviously,
Sure.
and but Miami-Dade school system has been cooperative. So has Broward school system.
Well, you should contact Terry Logan with the Independent Schools of South Florida. She's the associate head of Miami Christian School, but she's
Perfect.
ISSF.
Yes, we'll make sure we do that.
Yeah, because that's a great way for the kids to get their community service hours, especially if they can't go out and be one-on-one.
Especially if they can't go out, and also even if they can go out at a certain point in time,
Oh, sure.
the parents have to take them to on a Saturday or Sunday and so forth. So it's a big inconvenience, and this way they can get it done, and it's a win-win situation.
Mhm.
They get their hours, They
Yeah.
learn about Safe Haven, and they can pass the
And
word on.
then when you do your big run, you've got all those kids that already know about Safe
Exactly,
Haven and are
exactly.
sold on it.
And you could see when they're just not doing the work. Lots of them really respond to it and say, thank you for asking me. This is helping. This is God's work, and
Yeah,
things
right.
of that nature.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
it's moving, basically.
So,
very moving.
I suspect Terry Logan will get a kick out of
Yeah, that would be great.
Getting that out.
That would be great. So when I talked to one of the coordinators at one of the schools, they basically said, video, kids can do a video in
2
3
seconds.
minutes.
Yeah.
Not true. Not if they do it right. Okay.
Yeah.
They have to come up with a storyline. They have to come up with the actresses. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Where am I going to do it? It's going to have music, that type of thing.
Yeah, right.
It takes time to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, he said.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, they were thinking that you were just going to record something.
Yeah. We're not doing that.
Say something or whatever.
And we don't judge the work. Okay. We don't judge it at all. If some of it's terrific and some of it's just okay.
So what, do you incentivize them by saying, if it's really good, we'll put it on our Facebook page?
Well, no, we put all of them on our Facebook
Oh, you
page.
put them all
on the Facebook page. So
Okay.
there's no judgmental. Because everybody goes on there, no names and no schools, just their work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
We don't want to identify who they are.
but you can identify what state they're from or that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, that sounds fun though.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
very good. It's
Yeah.
IT was my background before.
Oh,
before
that's
I got
right.
that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I said, how are we going to reach the kids? We can do it all the traditional ways. Let's do something that gives them something. Okay.
Hmm.
And it's
a learning experience for them too. You're absolutely right.
It's a great one.
It's a great one. Yeah. So
It is.
how fun is that? So you need to get some maybe IT teachers
Yeah.
excited about it too,
You
you
do,
know?
do.
Yeah. So what else is on your list? Because I know we had a couple of things.
Well,
we were gonna,
we love everybody to share us on their social media.
of
Okay?
course.
Yeah, but lots of times people forget and just do that.
Yeah.
Also, volunteering. We're always looking for volunteers in whatever capacity.
What I was going to say, if you had volunteers, what would your volunteers be asked to do?
Well, depending upon their time frame. If they have some time, they can maybe be an intern. We're looking for some interns as well.
You are?
To help us,
Okay.
yeah. To help, and they would do community outreach. We have all of the game plans already of who and how and when and everything.
So do you have like a speakers bureau kind of thing?
We have that, but we would ask the people to make their own arrangements for speakers bureau because of schedules.
Oh yeah.
They could do
But
that.
I'm not. Do you have people that say, "Okay, I'm willing to speak on behalf of Safe Haven for Newborns"?
Some, because a lot of people.
And then you call and you've got a list of people that, if you have like somebody says, "Oh, we need a speaker for this or that meeting," could you bring somebody?
It really doesn't work that way, basically. No, because of the schedules. If somebody says that they would like to do public speaking, great. Where do you think you can do it at? And we give them the types of places where they can go. Okay, so there's an initiative there, and I
Right.
realized that at the very beginning, everybody would like to do something, but let's see if they're willing to put the plan together.
Yeah.
It works better that way,
Well, I would think so. Well, it's another way to, run your influence
and then
too.
then they get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on. I think time is almost up. So, want to thank you so much for coming again. I hope everybody puts May 14th on their schedule, because it's going to be a great golf tournament. And I apologize in advance. I'm not going to be there this year.
Oh.
We have a conflict.
Yeah, I know you told me.
General Federation Wellness Club has their convention that
You
same
told me,
weekend.
yeah.
So I'm so sad too, because
Next year we'll
it's one of my
check.
favorite things to do.
I know.
Yeah. No, it's just an odd one. It's not gonna be a shotgun start, right?
No.
Yeah. So that makes it a little longer, and that's why I thought, like, maybe I could come in the morning before we leave, but I don't think that's going to work at all. At any rate,
Thank you anyway.
I know you're going to have a great turnout, and tell the boys at Coastal Construction hi for me, and that I'm going to miss seeing them this year.
I will.
Yeah.
Especially Michael, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. So again, I want to thank my show sponsor, Baraham Medical Institute, a company of Quigley Eye Specialists. And again, Lunch and Learn on April 22nd, Thursday. And again, I'll give you that number again in case you didn't get it the first time. But if you wanted any information on diabetic retinopathy, get a free lunch. The number is 305-783-3310. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.